such issues as reliability, as new technologies, protection, cybersecurity, physical security of energy objects becomes more and more important. And Ukraine will be able to take Russia's place in some extent in ensuring the renewable gases to European Union. This heating season, we won't need import gas.
Bonjour, vous regardez l'Ukraine en flammes, une chaîne YouTube en français par l'Ukraine Crisis Media Center. Je m'appelle Tetiana Ogarkova et dans ce projet, on vous raconte comment l'Ukraine résiste face à l'agression russe. La stratégie énergétique de l'Ukraine jusqu'à l'année 2050 implique la restauration du secteur énergétique de l'Ukraine à l'aide des technologies les plus modernes. La tâche clé de cette stratégie est d'aider le continent européen de se débarrasser enfin des fossiles combustibles russes grâce à l'énergie propre produite en Ukraine. Dans l'épisode d'aujourd'hui, nous allons donc parler de la revitalisation de l'infrastructure énergétique ukrainienne avec différents risques physiques et cybernétiques qui y sont associés bien sûr. Nous allons aussi explorer les orientations potentielles de collaboration entre l'Union européenne et l'Ukraine dans le domaine des énergies renouvelables. Si vous souhaitez en savoir plus, continuez à regarder cette vidéo et n'oubliez pas à vous abonner à notre chaîne YouTube pour ne pas manquer nos vidéos à venir. Le système énergétique ukrainien a souffert plusieurs attaques russes durant l'année 2022 et aussi l'année 2023. Il doit être encore restauré. La difficulté de la tâche consiste dans le fait que non seulement le secteur énergétique ukrainien doit être restauré, mais il doit être restauré d'une manière plus moderne. Veuillez accueillir pour parler de ce sujet notre premier invité, président de MHP Eco Energy, Alexandre Dombrovski. Écoutons-le.
First of all, I would like to thank you for the invitation and support, and I would like to mention that I participated in preparation of many forums of ours. However, such a concentration of challenges and problems that are there for our country and for the world, I guess we've never seen this amount of problems. And when we were thinking about the forum, we were thinking about the key messages that we should pay attention to and that we should analyze, and we made a decision in the organizational committee that it should be an analysis of the new energy architecture of the world, because without understanding the architecture, we won't be able to find neither the place of Ukraine nor adopt the decision necessary for the economy of Ukraine and for Ukraine as a state. However, today I can mention that it is important for us in the context of forum not just to have understanding of energy architecture. It's very important for us to understand also the global architecture of the world, which is changing dynamically today, and we are witnesses of very serious conflicts that are taking part in different parts of the world, and for sure this is impacting the economy and this is impacting Ukraine. Here, I would like to mention that, for example, for me, understanding of such formula as energy and peace is very important. We are used to it. We were looking for solutions all the time, like energy policy, energy independence, energy safety in the formula of peace. And today we have to look for a totally different formula, and we have to recognize energy and war. By the way, we can see that the formula of war is changing rapidly, also technologically, and such issues as reliability, as new technologies, protection, cybersecurity, physical security of energy objects becomes more and more important. At the same time, we do understand that the rapid changes are not only in energy technologies, because tomorrow and the day after tomorrow we will talk about that a lot, but unfortunately, the technological solutions are also changing that are related to war. The number of drones, the size, how far they can hit, or how strong the hits are. We have to take all of that into account when we are considering how to defend the energy sector of Ukraine and make it serious, powerful, and protected. And in this context, I would like to switch to a very important issue because the company MHP Eco Energy is the key partner of the forum. And I can say our argument why is that important for us. First of all, it's important to show and represent the energy achievements, including green transitioning, including green energies that are as of today in the company. Because without this, we cannot find energy security. Even more than that, I dare say that in spite of huge criticism that we used to have a few years ago when green energy was defined as, I'm sorry for probably like the rough word, like everything was put on green energy, like green energy is guilty of everything. But now we understand that green energy is a very serious tool and weapon for energy protection of economy of Ukraine.
Les entreprises ukrainiennes s'intéressent beaucoup à la production de biométhane. La première usine de biométhane existe déjà en Ukraine et quelques autres peuvent être construites d'ici la fin de cette année 2023. L'exportation de biométhane est un domaine important de développement industriel en Ukraine. Dans la production de biométhane, l'Ukraine peut d'ailleurs rivaliser avec n'importe quel autre pays européen, tout simplement parce que la superficie de terres agricoles en Ukraine est la plus grande en Europe. Notre prochain invité, Georgi Reletucha, président du conseil d'administration de l'association ukrainienne de bioénergie, en parlera davantage. Écoutons-le.
By the way, in Europe, there is a high demand for biomethane. Now they are producing like 3.5 billion of cubic meters of biomethane, and they want to consume 35 billion. So just imagine 10 times growth in less than 10 years. What other sector in the world can grow in such tempo? And for 2050s, the analysts consider from 90 to 120 billion of cubic meters. So this is, if we consider 2050s, this is like we plan to use biomethane to great extent because Europe adopted a very important political decision that in 2050s they should become CO2 neutral. And that means that the greenhouse gases have to come closer to zero. And that means that everything that when burning gives the greenhouse gases, the consumption of those should come to an end, including natural gas. So what will substitute natural gas? These are renewable gases, biomethane, green hydrogen, and synthetic renewable methane. So to some proportion, this market will be divided. And the first one is biomethane. And we see the huge attention to this gas in the world. And here we have the first plant in Ukraine, almost ready-made legislation in this field for producing biomethane. We are waiting for the last decision on the law that will allow us to export biomethane because as of now, for temporarily, it's not possible. However, we are expecting when the export market will be open for us, and then Ukraine will be able to take Russia's place in some extent in ensuring the renewable gases to European Union, just like Russia. And their time, they were taking the biggest part of on the market in Europe, gas market. So Ukraine will be able to take market share in renewable gases. Why? Because we have the biggest agricultural lands in Europe, and that means that we have the bigger number of the remnants, agricultural remnants, and they can be turned into biomethane. And we have highly developed system of gas systems, gas pipes, and almost in all parts of Ukraine, we can join the network of pipes, and we can put biomethane there. And Europe is a premium market that till 2050s, all the European experts are saying that we are going to be a deficit market. We will have lack of biomethane, and any amount that you will offer, we will buy.
L'hiver dernier, l'Ukraine a beaucoup souffert des frappes russes contre les infrastructures énergétiques. Ces frappes avaient pour but de terroriser la population ukrainienne pour qu'elle cède devant l'agresseur. Bien sûr, les attaques de cet hiver, l'hiver 2023, vont encore venir. Et donc la grande question, comment est-ce que le pays se prépare à ces nouvelles attaques? Écoutons à ce sujet notre dernier invité, le chef de l'ONG Conseil d'experts sur le développement de l'industrie gazière et du marché du gaz naturel. Il s'appelle Leonid Unichovski. Il tentera de répondre à toutes ces questions.
What's going on with gas? Some numbers on producing, on consumption. So we can rely only on some statement of Mr. Chernyshov, head of Naftogaz Ukraine. In this heating season, we won't need import gas. Even though I'm not really sure about it, even though in our underground storages we have gas which is belonging to foreign traders and our private gas producers. In simpler words, then with foreign traders, it's more difficult. They want and they probably will try to supply this gas to Europe next winter. If we are talking about energy system, then I would address energy in general. You know, the blackouts that we had, almost everyone felt that on themselves. However, we repaired almost everything if we take into account what the Ministry of Energy is saying and what Ukrenergo is saying. And quite a lot of operators of electric distribution network. The problem also is that still the big number of such equipment was renovated. However, when the renovation is going on in quick tempo and on some temporary schemes, then, to my opinion, the reliability of such systems is reducing. And this is the danger, in my opinion, that might be expecting us. So we will hope that the actions that are undertaken by our workers of the gas field and what is done by our energy system will help us to cope with this heating season.
C'était l'épisode de l'Ukraine en Flammes, une chaîne YouTube en français par l'Ukraine Crisis Media Center. Je m'appelle Tetiana Ogarkova et nous n'allons pas tarder à enregistrer et diffuser d'autres épisodes. Dans la description sous cette vidéo, vous trouverez des informations utiles sur la manière dont vous pouvez aider l'Ukraine à résister face à l'agression russe. Si vous trouvez notre travail utile, n'hésitez pas de commenter et de partager cette vidéo. Restez avec nous et soutenez l'Ukraine. Slava Ukraini!